Hi, so welcome to this video. What we're going to be doing is I'm going to be going through in-depth Minecraft settings to increase your FPS for Minecraft Bedwars and Minecraft 1.8.9 in general. I can guarantee that this video will increase your FPS. Even if you change a few of these settings I'm going to mention, your FPS will increase. If you've got a bad PC, this will indefinitely help, because I don't have the best PC and it runs fine even with Streamlabs OBS recording, which is insane. So yeah, I'll be including timestamps in the description to explain where all the like what client to use, best texture packs, and where all each individual Minecraft setting is in the description. So be sure to click on that. And yeah, I'm Cynical, and enjoy the video. So firstly, what we're going to do, we're going to go to the general options menu in 1.8.9 Minecraft. We're going to go down to video settings here. Now this is where the main bulk of settings is going to be changed. So first, what you're going to do, graphics setting, don't have it on fancy, put it on fast, that's the best. Smooth lighting setting, you want it on off, as it says off is faster. So yeah, you put that all the way down so there's no shadows. GUI scale, that doesn't affect anything. I have it on auto, which some people say is too big, but I don't really care. Brightness on bright, I've got full bright on Lunar on anyway. Dynamic lights, I have them off because it's just faster. We'll go into these later. Render distance, I put it on 9, it's fine. It doesn't change anything. It will, if there's more particles in the area, it will change, and if there's more entities, having a higher render distance will lower your FPS. So I found 9 is pretty good. Max frame rate unlimited, you want as much frames as you can get. View bobbing doesn't actually change your FPS that much, it adds a bit of extra movement. This is more of a preference. Use VBOs, I've got this on, it's fine, either one works. This I'll have on. Dynamic FOV, it's just, dynamic FOV is a preference, like view bobbing again. I prefer having it off. And then we've got all these other ones. So first we're going to shaders. You mainly want shaders off. They need lots of frames to run, they need lots of power, so don't have any shaders if you're playing Bedwars, for instance. Details, okay, this is where a lot are. So clouds off as fast as possible. If there's no clouds, you're going to get a cleaner experience. For trees, you want it on fast, it's just obviously fast. Sky, put it off. You'll still be able to have a custom sky, we'll get into this later. Sky off. Sun and moon off. Fog off. Translucence blocks fast. Dropped items fast. Whatever this word is, fast. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Swamp colors off. Cloud height off, render snow off, stars on, you need stars on to have a custom sky. Show capes on, you want that OnlyFans cape, don't you? You want it, yeah. Fog start as low as possible. Well, I put it as low as possible, it doesn't really do much, but I just like having it low. Held items, I have that off. Entity shadows off, this is a big one, because entity shadows change your performance quite a lot. If you have them on, it's going to be quite heavy on your PC, if it's a bad PC, that is. If your PC can handle all of it, then fine, keep it on. Alternate blocks off. Smooth biomes off. So you generally want all of these off or on fast, apart from stars and show capes. Animations, again, generally I turn all of these off. If you're playing Bedwars, you generally want redstone animated on, because that means that you'll be able to see the TNT particles. Fire animated, I don't like looking at still fire, it's good to have it off. Potion particles, you need this to be able to see when people are invis. All of these off, particles minimal. So yeah, put them all off, put potion particles on, redstone animated and fire animated on, and particles minimal, and you'll be good for animation settings. Now on quality, clear water off, better grass off, custom fonts off, kinetic textures off, custom sky on for of course a custom sky. You need to have in the previous thing, stars on to also have a custom sky. A custom entity models off, emissive textures off, custom GUIs on. You can have it off, but I like this GUI because it's a 16x pack. It's going to be better FPS anyway, and we will get into this. I will explain that. Yeah, custom items on, natural textures off, custom colors off, better snow off, random entities off. Whatever this is off, it's faster. It says down there. Map type. So these, I've got this on nearest and this on maximum. These generally do not affect performance, apart from the nearest, which is just faster. And this I'm having off, but it's also faster. Now I'll go to performance. Smooth FPS off. Smooth FPS is horrible. It's trying to stabilize your FPS. So you're going to get higher FPS values if you have this off, but sometimes it might jump from 300 FPS down to 100, or down from 120 down to 30. That might happen. Fast render you're going to put on because it's faster. So put fast render on. Chunk update, put it on 1. Slower world learning but high FPS in general, which is good. Render regions, have that off. Smart animations, have that on because it makes FPS values go higher. Smooth world. I've got this on. I don't know why. I've just got this on. I think that if you read this in the smooth world, I think that having smooth world off, like the smooth FPS, will be generally good. But I like having a smoother world. Fast math. This is default. Minimally affects world generation. Have that on. Dynamic updates off. That's gonna be faster. Lazy chunk loading off. Now these are all just, you don't have to go too deep into these. This is fine. Show FPS, that's fine. I don't have that. Weather, put that off, that's good. Full screen, have that on, that's good. These are the main two that you want from this. I'm going to skip over the rest, we don't need that. And that's all of these video settings done. So I hope you followed along with that. We'll go to resource pack. So at the minute I've got a lot of 16x packs. I like how 16x looks, and also you're going to have more FPS with a 16x because there's less detail put into it. Personally, 32x packs aren't that different. They're fine. They're all good. I'll probably link this pack in the description, by the way. 32x packs are fine for me. They work fine, haven't changed much, and they're generally clean. FPS doesn't change, so it should be all good. And now onto the Lunar settings. So what I found is that Lunar's just a smoother client in general. Lunar's just nicer to use, it's quicker, nicer cosmetics, as you can see. It's just a really clean client compared to Badlion, which is literally owned by pedophiles, but we won't get into that now. So if you go to settings, these settings, these are all fine. These are the general settings in Lunar. After pressing right shift, put disable weather on, you're gonna get more frames. Borderless full screen, it looks clean as fuck. Performance, full bright on is just better. Enchantment glint, you want enchantment glint on. It's going to probably lower your FPS, like barely. You won't notice it at all. It's not even going to be a frame. It'll be less than a frame. Enabling this, it's just cleaner. Lazy chunk loading, you want off, so it's vanilla. Shadows, you want off. Entities off. Tile entities off. Show ground arrows, so if you're going to pick up arrows, you'll be able to see them in the ground. But just take off show stuck arrows, which is when it's in a player. Because you don't need that, but you will need to see it on the ground if you're going to be using game modes where you need to pick up arrows in. So yeah, I'm glad you watched that. Thank you for watching. That's definitely reducing your FPS, and enjoy having a smoother game in general.